You heard me say checkbox marketing earlier. That's an example of something that I help my clients solve within their companies. Is like, let's stop this and let's move over to a modern content marketing engine. I call this content IP. Like, just create your own intellect, and people steal it from you. The goal is for it to become ubiquitous, right? Like, the goal is that everybody now uses this phrase for the problem. But when you give people those words for the problems they have, trust goes way up. The solution becomes a little bit more irrelevant. And if you're selling something that we all know that like a lot of our products are not as differentiated as we'd like to make them seem all the time, maybe. Am I allowed to say that out loud? Sometimes like that really, really does matter. They know my problems better than anybody else. They created the words for these problems. I trust them. And when I'm ready to buy, they're absolutely number one on the list.
And I think if you want to dig into that and figure out how to find those phrases and discover those really resonating pieces, if anyone was on the series masterclass, Jay was on, our episode 2 talking about resonance and why that is so important. I think if you have, call tracking software like Gong, or if you're using AI tools, you can pull in a lot of those customer conversations, a lot of those sales conversations, hear what your prospects and customers are actually using in their day-to-day language. Like, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We don't have to go so far in left field to be like super creative or super punchy or, I have the most kick-ass language for this. Like, no, like, figure out what are those actual terms and phrases, figure out for the truth of what they are, and integrate that back into kind of like those decks and those ICPs and things like that.